Hello everyone. Welcome to our topic for today. I will be discussing the continuation of Nika Bungkai's topic, all about the indigenous people law. These laws are being created for the indigenous people. I will be discussing the continuation of the topic that Nika already discussed in her previous video. So let's proceed to our topic. First is we have here the rights during armed conflict. This provides special protections for indigenous people during times of conflicts, recognizing their vulnerability. So, during the protection of conflict, armed people conflict disproportionately affects indigenous communities who often live in resource rich areas. Count this is counted by the external interest. So the connection of this law into the indigenous people is that um, madalas na nasa gitna ng tunggalian ang ating mga katutubo nang dahil sa pagsasamantala sa likas na yaman o ito yung sinasabi na hidwaan sa teritoryo. So the reason of this act is to give our give the indigenous people a special protection na kung saan kumikilala sa kanilang kahinaan or naglalagay o nababawasan ang pinsala. So that is the protection law during the protection during conflict. So next, we have here the rights to indigenous knowledge, system, and practices. So meaning of this is that this acknowledges the value of traditional knowledge and practices and protects indigenous people property rights related to this knowledge. So these rights is indigenous people have their knowledge that is invaluable, containing a centuries of wisdom about sustainable living and medicines and environmental um, conservation. So the connection of this law into the indigenous people is that um, I will just translate it in Tagalog so everyone can understand. So the connection of this is that mahalaga ang katutubong kaalaman para mapanatiling pag-unlad ang pagpapahalaga ng kultura. So of course, these laws are being very important because it is a rights of the indigenous people to have their freedom of their knowledge and of course their culture. So the third one is the third law in my discussion is that the rights to intellectual property. Meaning of this is that rights to protect property, rights including traditional knowledge, innovation, and cultural expressions. So um, these rights of intellectual property is that indigenous cultures are often under threats from assimilations and ex- exploitation. So intellectual property rights help their traditional arts, musics, stories, and other cultural expressions from being misappropriated. So the connection of this law is that ang sarili at kultura ng mga katutubo ay madalas na ninanakaw o ginagamit ng mawalang mga pahintulot. So these rights are being implemented or being created for the indigenous people na yung mga kumbaga yung mga kanilang pag-aari-ari ay hindi na ninanakaw ng iba. Kumbaga it is what we call when we are taking um, a research that hindi natin 'di ba nilagay yung kung saan ito nanggaling. It will be a case or magiging kaso ito ng plagiarism. So this rights is for the indigenous people. So um, they can also protect what are the belongings that they have. So the reason, the connection of this into the indigenous people, or the reason, is that pinoprotektahan ang kanilang karapatang intelektual, kanilang mga tradisyonal na kaalaman o inobasyon at kultural na ekspresyon. So what I have said earlier is that yun na nga, pinoprotektahan nila kung ano yung kanila at mga kanilang ari-arian. So, my fourth law in my topic is that the rights to resettlement. So, meaning of this is this addresses situations where resettlement is necessary, ensuring that that is done in a fair and equitable manner. So, the rights of resettlement, it is a development project, and environmental changes can force indigenous communities from their um, ancestral lands, and this rights mandates that any resettlement must be done fairly and equally with their free, prior, and informed consent. So, dito po, a connection niya sa rights to resettlement sa indigenous people is that yung mga proyektong pangkaunlaran at pagbabago sa kalikasan ay maaaring magpa um, kumbaga ito ay magpaalis sa ating mga katutubo. Kumbaga, it is the reason why some of them are kumbaga lumilipat na. So the reason of this is that matiyak na ang resettlement ay patas at makatarungan proseso kasama ang kanilang malaya na una at may kaalamang pahintulot. So these rights, kumbaga, kapag in a kind of a situation like this is important for them to have their own fair. Kumbaga, patas sa kanila. Kasi sometimes, di ba, kapag walang rights ang ibang tao is that yung iba na discriminate, yung iba nawawala ng freedom. So, this is a rights to resettlement for them na kumbaga may kalayaan sila or may freedom sila na yung mga proyektong pangkaunlaran at pagbabago sa kalikasan ay yun, mas maaari nilang mapaunlad. So, this is the rights to resettlement. So here, next we have the rights to implement and conditions of work. So this ensures fair wages, safe working conditions, and equal opportunities for indigenous people in the workplace. So these rights, of course, this tackles about the employees for them to have an equal treatment, equal wages, kumbaga ito yung patas na sahod sa kanila, and of course, a safe working. So, siguro, back then, when this law is not implemented yet, yung mga ating indigenous people can't get the enough wages that they really deserve from working hard. And their works are not being safe because of, yun nga, kasi wala namang law. So, ensuring wages are coordination and equal opportunity. So the reason is tinitiyak nito ang patas na sahod, ligtas na mga kondisyon ng pagtatrabaho at pantay na mga oportunidad. So yun na nga yung sinasabi ko. So this is the rights where every one of them can have the opportunity to have the kumbaga sila yung mga tao na pwedeng magtrabaho. Kumbaga kahit indigenous people sila makakatutubo, pwede silang magtrabaho and makakuha ng patas na pasahod and safe working. So the second one in our topic is the rights to political participation. So this guarantees indigenous people right to participate in political processes and have their voices heard. So dito, pinapakita dito is that indigenous people can be heard, that kumbaga, pwede silang makialam sa mga political, like votings, and of course, like, di ba tayo mga, tayo, na like we are having our rights to vote, to choose who or kung sino ang ating papaupuin to lead our country. So also the indigenous people have their rights to vote and to pick what they want, and of course for them to be heard. Kasi some of them back then, if this right is not implemented, kung baka lagi silang um, lagi silang tinatapak-tapakan, or baga kung wala silang, yun nga sinasabi natin, freedom. They don't have any freedom na kumbaga kapag hindi naririnig ang voice nila, eh, wala lang, parang walang pakialam yung iba. But in these rights, we can see that there are improvements that, yun na, yung mga indigenous people natin is that they also have their rights to vote and na makialam sa ating political, because also they are part of our country and they have the rights to choose and also to speak up kung ano man yung nasa saloobin nila, kung ano yung request nila, or kung ano man yung mga sinasuggest nila na alam nilang makakabuti sa kanila or sa kanilang place. So here, we also have the rights to freedom and association. So this protects the rights of indigenous people right to participate, to form and join an organization to represent their interests. So here, this rights represents that indigenous people are also kumbaga they are free now to join in to join in a to a form or any organization that they would like to get in. So, kumbaga, kagaya siya nung kanina na lang yung sa participation, so that their voice could be heard. And then, of course, for them to show kung ano ba talaga yung interest nila sa kani-kanilang mga, kumbaga, sa kanilang katutubo, yung mga sarili nilang tao, kung ano yung interest nila. So, also, kumbaga dati kasi, they don't have the freedom, kumbaga yung mga nakakataas lang sa kanila ang dapat laging nasusunod. And of course, yun na nga yung sinasabi natin na because of without the rights or the loss of this that being created, yung mga indigenous people natin is that nawawalan sila ng chance na mag-voice out, na manahimik na lang sa gilid because of the um, because of wala silang uh, karapatan, because of wala pang masyadong law. So, this is very important for them because now they can join to any organization for them to express their feelings or ideas or any interest that they wanted for the good for their own country, and of course para sa kanilang mga kalagayan. So, of course, um, itong freedom na ito is for everyone. Kahit man mapamatanda, mapabata, as long as they can, kumbaga, kaya na nilang makapag-isip ng tama and for their own good. So, the second to the last in my rights or the laws in our indigenous people is that the rights to access justice. So, I know that everyone here is familiar of rights to access justice since we are having our own to access our justice. So, um, this topic ensures that indigenous people have access to a fair and impartial justice system that respects their cultural context. So, this rights is, kumbaga pinapakita nito na kaya, dapat magkaroon ang ating mga indigenous people ng rights to access the justice. Kasi, syempre, tao din naman sila. And, dati, they are only a person wherein sunod-sunuran sila sa kanilang mga head. Kumbaga, yung mga nakakataas sa kanila, they are just following the order of it. And yun na, some of them are being discriminated, some of them are being abused, and some of them are a person wherein sunod-sunuran na lang. So, this is also a very important rights, even if we are us as a Filipino or as a citizen or even in the other country, or this rights is also for all the people, especially to our indigenous people, because yun na nga, as we can see that some of them are being discriminated as because of their status in life. So yun, as I said that that day it they are being kumbaga yun na, mababa ang tingin nila ng iba sa kanila. So, rights to access justice is one of the most important needed of our indigenous people because, of course, para kumbaga maprotektahan rin nila yung sarili nila unlike before that they are being discriminated, tingin sa kanila is mababa. So the last one in our topic for the laws of or the rights of the indigenous people is the rights to ancestral lands and natural resources. This reiterates the importance of ancestral lands and natural resources to indigenous people and well-being and their rights to manage their resources sustainably. So this rights represents that it is important for them that this right is being implemented kasi di ba kanina yung about sa kanilang mga yung mga um, yung about sa cultural nila yung sa mga kumbaga yung mga ari-arian nila is nananakaw and kumbaga they are some other people are kumbaga um, what do we call this? They are, kumbaga, inaangkin nila kung ano yung meron yung indigenous people that, kumbaga, basta-basta na lang nilang kinukuha without any permission. So, dati, indigenous people are, um, hindi naman sa totally weak, but, of course, they are afraid to fight to other na kumukuha ng kanilang mga resources because of that they don't have the rights yet to protect what's kumbaga kung ano yung nasa kanila. So when these rights is already implemented, they have the rights to, of course, to protect their own resources and to sustain it. So this is very helpful because kumbaga ito din yung yaman na meron ng ating indigenous people na pinagmamalaki nila. And so that kaya kailangan na ito ay protektahan din nila. So, of course, dati, when in the past few years or kahit sa mga dating panahon is that, yun na, naaabuso yung ating mga indigenous people because of that. They don't have too much rights na, yun, protektahan ng kanilang mga ari-arian or anything na belongs sa kanila because of, yun nga, yung ibang mas nakakataas sa kanila or yung ibang tingin sa kanila is mababa is pinagsasamantalahan sila na ganito madali lang itong makuha just because of wala silang rights na para makapaglaban sa kanila because of uh, it is what we call the lack of the rights for the indigenous people. But now as this being implemented is it is a very helpful to our indigenous people. So that would be the end of my discussion, guys. I hope you learned something from my lesson, and I hope that you understand the rights of the indigenous people. So always remember that the rights of indigenous people is very important because this will be the one who will help them and to protect them in their lives. That's all. Thank you.